Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but I'm back with a new video. Today we're going to be drawing Superman from the new movie because the trailer just came out. Well, by the time it takes me to edit this, the movie might already be out. We're going to start with this, you guy. I don't know who he is. The logo reminds me of Ultraman, but the suit kind of reminds me of old school Doomsday, if that makes any sense. I don't know. If anyone knows, tell me. Okay, now we're getting to Superman. We're just doing rough pencils right now. The inks and all the colors and all that will come later. So what'd you guys think of the trailer, I think it was really good. I think, it's a big return to form after Batman v Superman. Oh! Sorry, I can't help myself sometimes. Ugh. Here you're gonna see why I don't draw ears in any of my animations. See, as I was saying, I really trust James Gunn with this new DC universe he has planned. He was amazing in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Really liked it. So, I'm excited to see what he can bring to DC. So right now we're just adding some of the face details. Not much to talk about here. Okay, now we're getting back to... I need to learn this guy's name. Hold on, let me Google it. Oh, okay, so nobody knows. Alright, perfect. Anyway, so, now we're drawing that logo. Yeah, that's a little star. I don't know, I like it. I like his design. It's very unique, and I like it. But yeah, it seems like he's gonna be like a villain or something. Like, I think they showed him fighting Superman, and I don't think it was this trailer, but I think they showed him in one of the other trailers. And yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Or, well, actually, if he's not a villain, then this drawing won't make sense by the time the movie comes out. But hey, let's not worry about that right now, am I right? Trailer aside, now I've started inking the drawing, and we just drew the background. So now I'm just gonna start with Mr. Man over here. And then we'll get to Superman. Yeah, alright. Stay tuned. Alright, I'm back. Now we're over here with Superman. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of his costume. I like the trunks and I like the colors, but I'm not a fan of them using the Kingdom Come logo and all the weird paneling around the costume. But, I mean, I think it's better than Henry Cavill's. But yeah, we're just still inking Superman over here. In fact, this video has the recommended amount of staring at Superman's ears. At least for, well, until the movie comes out. But yeah, jokes aside, I think David Cornsweet's going to be an amazing Superman. He's great in other movies. I'm excited to see what he does with this one. Yeah, see, there's the logo. See ya. Now I'm just adding a few more of the details that you can see on his costume in the set photos and trailers. Now we're just adding some lines to show the fabric and muscle. Now, here's the fun part. This is when we start shading the drawing. That's my favorite part. I don't know about yours. I don't know you. I don't break into your house at night and see what you like when you're drawing. But yeah, here. We're just going on, more detail, more lines, just to really make it feel real. Now here's when we're going to be drawing the background. I'm not a fan of drawing these, but, they're important, so I'm going to keep drawing them. Now, here's where we get to coloring. Besides shading, this might be my favorite part, It's just always fun to have a bunch of vibrant colors and bright line work. It all just comes together to make a beautiful artwork. But yeah, when I was drawing this guy, I wanted to have a purple that replicated the movies, but also, looked more comic booky to fit with just my overall art style. So yeah, now I'm just trying to fill in, every part of the costume, make sure it's all colored in. Yeah, I don't know if his eyes were red in the trailer, but they looked like it, so I did it. It's my drawing, you can't stop me. Anyway, so here we are, we're going to do Superman now. I like the bright blues, the bright reds. I love drawing Superman. But yeah, I went with a dark gray for his hair, because it allowed more room for shading and lighting to make it look not as flat as if I just used a plain black. Speaking of which, here we are. I just use a darker color for the shading, that's all. Get a little airbrush, to get like some softer tones so that it has more of a gradient, but for the most part it's just use a darker color. Sometimes I use a little less dark of a color, a little more dark of a color, just to add, different areas of shading so that it looks smoother when you look at the whole drawing from a distance. It was really hard to get a good shaded skin tone, or just a good skin tone in general, because of just how complex the human skin is. Like, artists don't really talk about that enough, you know, just like how to get the perfect shade of orangish, yellow, desaturated light, however much, you know? That's one of the most difficult, yet one of the most fun parts of drawing, is getting all the right colors, and then they make them all match with each other, you know? But yeah, now we're shading Purple Guy. Purple Guy! Who was that? Anyway, yeah, so yeah, we're just shading this guy now, getting the costume. Now we're back to Superman. I decided to give him some bruises, you know, some scars to make it look, you know, like they've been fighting for a while, you know? But yeah, this part's just gonna be, you know, just what we've been doing, shading, you know how it is. Hold music! Wow, that 3-second bit took me like 15 minutes to make. Anyway, we're just going to be shading Superman's cape here. It was really difficult to get it, though, because of just how much the fabric folds. Like, have you ever held a curtain or a blanket? It's kind of like that. Imagine having to draw all the folds and all the shadows of a blanket or a curtain. Okay, now we're getting to the bit that makes the shading that much better. The lighting. So, I'm just starting with a quick rim light around the characters, nothing too fancy. Here I realize I messed up drawing this guy's boot, so now I'm fixing it. Okay, now that crisis is averted, now we're just back to lighting. Again, still just adding the rim light, but I'll come back and smooth things out right here. Okay, wow. I had to cut off my recording. Alright, but yeah, this is just adding some smoothness to the light, making it look, again, better. Yeah, now we're on to Superman. Same thing here. But yeah, it has the same problem as the shading. Just too hard to get all those folds. I don't know. I like drawing capes, but that part's kind of annoying. Also, a quick side tangent about the trailer. I recognize the guy that played Lex Luthor, but I can't remember from where. I think he was Beast in one of the X-Men movies. I don't know. Anyway, now we're on to the background. Yeah, I gotta color it. I know, how torturous. I have to do my job. I hate it. I'm just joking. While it isn't as fun as drawing Superman, it's still nice, you know? Same thing, getting all the background colors and shading. It's basically the same thing, just not as cool. But yeah, now I just added these guys back to... What is that? Whew, okay, that's fixed. But yeah, no, now I'm just adding some more lighting to the background, as I've been doing, making sure it fits with the lighting of the characters, coloring this little, field goal thing. So now, without further ado, the moment you've all been waiting for, the final product. Alright, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. For my next one, I'm thinking of just doing something Daredevil or Thunderbolts. Let me know what you guys think about that.